G'day ladies and gents, it's the big fella here with you. I've got a slightly weather-centric type of vlog for you today. It's kind of been the same way since about the end of last year and the beginning of this year, and it doesn't really look to be changing all that much. Now, a lot of people are screaming, oh, climate change, and others are saying, well, it's just a natural way of things with the earth, you know, it's cyclic. So one might be right, one might be wrong, who knows? It's up for debate, and that's kind of what we're feeling right now. I mean, today feels really claustrophobic, even outside. I mean, we had a 41 degree day here in Sydney. I think it might have got to higher temperatures somewhere else, but we usually should be seeing what's called a southerly buster right now. I mean, it is a cold airflow that comes up from the south, and if you know anything about Australia, then basically we get all our cold air from the south and warm air from the north, and we don't actually get that feeling of cool air. It's just really stagnant, and it just feels really, you know, it feels choking. So right now I think it's nearly 8 o'clock at night. As you can see, it's still January, so it's very light out here, and even though it is around 8 o'clock, well, it still feels like about 35 degrees out here, so that's around the 90-ish Fahrenheit. So it won't really start to cool down all that much until maybe 10, 11 o'clock at night. I think it'll probably get down to about the high 20s. So that's what it's forecast for anyway. I mean, if you look a little bit behind me, you can still see. Actually, you probably can't. Now look out here, just down the street and out to the horizon. You'll see that that smoky type of haze we were seeing late last year and again early this year. It's still there. I mean, it's there from day to day now. It used to be there the whole time, but it just seems like it's adding to the closeness, the claustrophobic type of feel of this atmosphere. You can actually see it's not quite grey out there, it's kind of orange, and other places in Australia right now are experiencing a lot of dust storms because of all the dry weather, the drought. People are going to scream climate change once again, but yeah, others are just going to say no, it's part of the cycle of what Australia is. So some people are going to be right, some people are going to be wrong, and it's just going to be kind of like that for the foreseeable future now anyway. And back inside now, and God, it is so much cooler in here. I mean, I've had the air conditioning on for a couple of hours, and well, it just feels. It's just like being on a different planet. Aircon just feels so much better than being outside. It's just really close, really stuffy out there, and even though it seems a little bit backward, you know, being inside you'd feel a little bit more stuffy and a bit more claustrophobic. In here it feels quite a lot better. And that's the difference between being in here and being outside, and how much different everything is. Why? It doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Anyway, today being a kind of a weather-centric type of vlog, I've got some video clips I want to show you from a few days ago. We had a storm that was approaching us, and it kind of came down on us, but we didn't really feel the full effect of it. So I'm just going to show you a few clips, and I'll come back to you in just a minute. It looks like we've got some weather coming our way. Those cells are pretty severe too. They go right up to the end of the scale. So it's either really, really heavy rain or more likely some pretty big sized hail. And that should be upon us probably within the hour. Well, it looks like we survived that one. It only sideswiped us a little. Didn't even get very much in the way of rain. So as you can see, between where it says Homebush and Bankstown AP or Airport, That's pretty much, you know, we're in the middle of that. Well, we might have dodged the bullet to start with, but looks like we've got something heading for us. Now looking at that cloud, that's one rather tall cumulus. Out the other direction, we see the cumulus that just passed us. So we're back again, and we've got today's or this evening's radar, and as you can see, we've got a bit of storm or cell activity out over the sea, but whatever's coming in off the northwest over the ranges where the Blue Mountains are, it seems to be localized, and when it comes down off the ranges towards the Sydney area, the greater Sydney area, you can see this stuff coming from here all the way down to here. It's kind of dissipating, and it's not really making it as rain, so it just kind of hangs about in the atmosphere as clouds and goes out to sea, and then joins up with the other system that's out over the sea right now. Now you can say whatever you want about the global warming and the characteristics of why we got higher temperatures and you know, why today is so damn hot, but I'll just show you something a little bit more interesting. It makes for very good reading. Okay, here's a wiki article about cows. All right, I'll just read you something here you probably can't read on the screen. Environmental impact. Gut flora in cattle include methanogens that produce methane as a byproduct of enteric fermentation, which cattle belch out. The same volume of atmospheric methane has a higher global warming potential than atmospheric carbon dioxide. So there it is. There's your real cause of all this, you know, global warming stuff, okay? Bugger your cars, bugger your carbon monoxide and carbon dioxide and everything that gets emitted into the air that humans produce. Blame the cows. Go choke on that one, Greta. How dare you say we're not doing something about it? Here's the real solution to the problem, okay? Cows are causing all this. They burp out methane every time they chew food, and it goes from one compartment of their stomach to another. Well, blame the cows. Here's a simple solution for you, okay? Kill all the cows, go eat a burger at McDonald's, okay? That'll fix everything. Okay, so on a less cynical note, I don't think there's going to be very much done with the Earth's climate or its atmosphere or anything like that within my lifetime, or within 2 or 3 more lifetimes henceforth. So you could wait till sometime around maybe 2100s till something actually starts visibly getting done. You never know, it might even be more than that. So who knows? So I think that's all I've got for you today. As usual, thank you very much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, share, you know the deal. And I'll catch you next time a vlog's ready to come out. Don't know, it could be sometime next week. I'm hoping so anyway. Until then, it's the Big Fella. Have a good one.